Hello, ladles and jellyspoons. Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. I just finished my Thursday walk. It is Thursday, the 13th of March 2025, and I got a little bit of news for you, and it's to do with a lunar eclipse that's happening on the island. Tomorrow morning early, just before 7 is the complete one, and basically you'll be able to see it if you're on the southwest coast. So we're in Callao Salvaje, which is in between Los Cristianos and Los Gigantes. So along that coast you should be able to see it, and depending on where you are, the moon might be going down across the sea or over the island of La Gomera. So depending on where you are, you'll see slightly different variations of what I'm going to show you. So let's go to the news desk. Welcome to the Aftcast Tenerife Afternoons. I'll be reading you a little bit of news that might be interesting to you on the weather and on the things going on the island. I'm not going to do a lot of stuff about tourism and stuff, just something that maybe interest me and might interest you. And it's going to be a very short one, and we will see what we shall see, as we say. So what we're going to have a look at now, we're going to look at the 14th of March 2025 total lunar eclipse. And so it's going to be, the total lunar eclipse is going to be just before 7 o'clock in the morning. And you can see it from Callao Salvaje. It'll begin at about nearly 4 o'clock where the Penumbra's coming over, and then the total eclipse will start about 7. Well, that'll be the middle of the eclipse actually. So you'll actually see the eclipse happening before that, and it finishes around about 7:22. But I think it's going to drop below the horizon here before that happens. Let's have a quick look. It takes 3 hours and 25 minutes to do it. Here's a little graphic and a video. Let's see if we can play this. Let's see if we make it bigger. There you go. So basically this is 4 o'clock in the morning where the penumbra comes over. That's like the shadow of the shadow. And then the umbra is the bit where it's the darkest part of the shadow. That's when you start seeing the moon going into darkness. Now obviously there is light leaking, so you see that little red tinge there? That's why it's called the blood moon. So the full eclipse will start just before 6:30, and then 6:58 is the densest. Then you'll see the light leaking back in, and obviously it drops below the horizon then. So basically you've got to be careful. Here are the times again. So the penumbral eclipse begins at 3:57. At 5:09 the partial eclipse begins. At 6:26 the total eclipse begins, and then we got 6:58 the maximum eclipse, and the moon close to the horizon, so make sure you have free sight of the west. And the setting, but the combination very low moon and total eclipse phase makes the moon dim before it sets. That might disappear from view sometime before it sets. So basically you've got to be there. You've got to be there. Be there or be square, as I say. I've just plugged my laptop in there. Okay, so it'll be below the horizon if we're on here. Obviously if you're further west you'll see it later. Check out dateandtime.com to find out what the eclipse is like in your area. Here we go. So I'm going to finish the news here. So by the time you see this, I'll probably be in Los Cristianos, in the Corner Cafe, and Edinburgh and beyond. Michael is going to go live there, so check that out. If it's after 3 p.m, then you will be live. If it's after 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m, you'll have to watch it on catch up. Tomorrow morning there isn't a walk, but I'm going out, film something, and tomorrow night is Freaky Friday down at the Monte Cristo. I've decided to keep it at the Monte Cristo, depending on what the weather's like. If it's very windy, I might do something else. So check out my community page. So if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe to me. And look on the community page for any differences, or go to timothydowd.com/events, and I'll put a post up there if anything changes. So I'll put the post up now to say that it's in Monte Cristo, and if anything changes I will change that post. So have a look at that. Anyway, this is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife, signing off. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.